listen to this video of Maada Bio when he was in opposition. Listen to this.
Bio spoke to viewers Peter Clote about his vision for the nation and his confidence in the Electoral Commission to deliver a free, fair and credible election.
You know why I'm playing this, guys? 250,000 names were deleted from the voter register. Kanda Yumkela, Honorable Cherikoko of the APC party, cannot even sum up the courage to challenge Bio. But listen to President Bio when he was in opposition. When I listen to him, let us see what I'm talking about.
We have worked very closely with this particular commission, and it is their responsibility to make sure that we deliver a clean election. So far, we've worked fairly well. We've had some concerns about some critical issues, and they've addressed some of those. Some of them they still have not been addressed. But in terms of relationship and dialogue, this particular commission, unlike the one in 2012 when I contested for the leadership of this country, is much better. We have told them that we want a transparent, free and fair election. It is left with them now, and we've been working with them, so I'm sure they will keep to their promise of delivering on their key constitutional mandate.
The IGP, the Inspector General of Police, came up with what some of your supporters are calling a unilateral vehicular ban during the election period. What is your take?
We are against it. But at the same time that they've decided to do this, we are fully aware of the fact that all government departments have applied for the passes that will give them the freedom to move about. And we know there's bad faith behind this particular decision. As the oldest party, the party who brought democracy, the party that brought peace, we have said vehicles have nothing to do with violence in this particular instance. As a matter of fact, people are going to need to move even within their own precincts to be able to vote.
As a former military ruler of Sierra Leone, what makes you uniquely qualified as the next president of Sierra Leone?
Well, I stand apart when it comes to the leadership of this country. Very seldom do you see people come around leaders, former leaders of their country. They will always keep away. But because of the track record I have, I have to keep away from people sometimes just to have peace of mind. I stand apart from all the rest because I have the benefit of hindsight. I led this country when it was at war, and because of the deliberate decisions I made insofar as the trajectory of this country is concerned, that is why we have peace today. I have come to the rescue of this country for the most part of my life. There was a time when we had one party rule in this country, courtesy of APC.
Okay.
We were the only ones who came forward, put our lives on the line, and we removed it and reinstalled.
You know, I can break apart everything this man has said, line for line, one by one. But I'm going to let you guys do the breakdown for yourselves. How did we get to a one-party state? How many of you guys can answer that question? I hope at least 3 to 4 million Sierra Leoneans can answer that question correctly. You say, Brian, what is the correct answer? Between 1964 and 1967, Albert Magai was the pioneer of the one-party state system that we had. Bad laws, all the laws that are being passed now in parliaments today under President Bio, these laws that they are passing now is going to haunt the SLPP tomorrow. It was the same thing that was done in 1964 to 1967. Albert Magai passed all these laws. In fact, they're still using the 1965 Public Order Act. That was a draconian law infringing upon the rights of citizens. That is why you have the libel law, you know, rights to protest, you know, taking away people's rights to protest and assemble, all of that stuff. Public Order Act, they're still using it even though we have the 1991 Constitution. So what happened when Sheikh Stevens won the election in 67? Sheikh Stevens just used all the laws that Albert Magai passed within those 3 years as being prime minister. And that was how we had a one-party state system. So picture what they're doing now. And we have somebody comes as a president who is going to just take all the bad precedent that this same BO where they talk so now has already set. killing of protesters, killing of people from the northern part of the country, arresting opposition, corruption, massive corruption across the country, state corruption, orchestrated corruption, intimidation of the citizens, no rights to free speech, no rights to protest. You say that President Koroma built that stadium, they would arrest you in your bathroom, in your shower.
That's where they go. Let's go inside. Go inside.
You get anything for deny from that? This is AIG left farm. Huh?
Not of you, now wait till you put this.
Huh? Like you photo down there directly. You wear the black.
Why we see him? We saw it. The same man, he has the audacity. But you know, again, civic education is why President Bio, this man can be president in a country. Again, civic education, tribalism, the biggest of all. There is no reason this man should have been a president in a country again at a time like this. When NPRC came, waiting at the one accomplishment of NPRC, nothing NPRC. All because, again, they fooled us with the APC of President Momo. President Momo came between 1985 to 1992. It was making drastic changes to better empower democratic institutions in Sierra Leone. It built the first law school that we had. It built the first medical school that we had. It changed the constitution from a one-party state constitution that was given to us by Albert Magai, the same SLPP Maada Bio. The Albert Magai. President Joseph Saidu Momo changed the constitution. People like Dr. Abdoulaye Conte were the ones who wrote the 1991 constitution again that brought us back to multi-party democracy. How many times should I have to explain these things, or do we have to explain these things? Civic education. That is my paramount objective. If giving the opportunity, again, guys, of course, you've seen when I'm going to contest the elections in 2028 for presidency in that country. I want anybody to challenge me on that. If you're not be APC, it's going to be my People's Liberation Academy, one way or the other. We're not going to uptick the island motive. I was born in APC, born and bred. What you call win last name? Now we inside APC. Nobody not get nothing for tell me na APC. Nobody. 1967, 68, my grandpa, 7 and bring Land Rovers for APC. He give one Land Rover to every constituency. My grandfather in the APC. 15 Land Rovers. At the time, we had 13 constituencies. One for every constituency. One for himself and one for President Shaka Stevens. My grandfather did it. Fona, Sembo Fona. Nobody in the APC has nothing to tell me when the time comes. But again, 2023, we're going to give Dr. Samora Kamara the opportunity. You know, guys, I share all of these things with you. And I want you guys to use this video of President Bio to go and ask members of parliament, Dr. Yumkela, Honorable Cherikoko, why are they not protecting the rights of citizens to vote? 250,000 names deleted from the voter register. We demand members of parliament to open up a parliamentary inquiry into this. Honorable Cherikoko has section 86, subsection 2 of the Constitution to invoke that. The Speaker shall, within 14 days, answer that call if Honorable Cherikoko invokes 86-2, where 20% of members of parliament, APC has 40% of the membership in parliament, 20% demand for a parliamentary inquiry. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice weekend, okay?